That's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
They go play action now. Jackson sliding out of the pocket. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A big play that time through the air. 34 yards.
We expected this defense to be tested by this passing game coming into this one, and there's an example on this first possession of the game.
Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. Now Jackson. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. It'll go as a loss of 3 on the sack, and it brings up third down. And for Jackson, this may be a free play. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on third down. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
Touchdown, Cardinals. A great effort there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Cardinals take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Chase McLaughlin on for the extra point. And the Cardinals will go up 7-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. And this defense feeling the encouragement. They stop him at the line of scrimmage on the first play of the afternoon. And, Charles, you wonder about this defense coming in. I mean, look, it's no secret they're playing a team that's down on its luck right now. Losers of 5 straight. How does that change how you prepare for a game?
Well, to me, the first thought is you just get after them early, right? Take away any chance of them building any confidence. And the second thing is you prepare a little bit differently. You've got to expect this team to take chances, go for it on 3rd and 4th downs, run a lot of trick plays, anything to try and break their losing streak. So you must stay alert and stay aware.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Operating from the gun. Baker. Over the middle, it's Holmes. And a good job defensively. They stop him short of the first at the 32. A bad time for a roughing penalty, and they get the gift of a 1st and 10. Off the play fake, Baker rolling to his right, and he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. The sack cost him only a yard. It's 2nd and 11. Off play action, Baker. He's got his man. It's the tight end, Brevin Jordan. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A big connection on that one. 36 yards.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
It's Brown. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. So they gave up the early touchdown. This has been a pretty good response. Nice drive, taking it down 1st and goal.
And I know all the cliches jump in, right? Don't get away from your game plan too early. Make sure you're settled down. Don't panic. But it's all true, isn't it? Because otherwise, you get out of what you plan to do during the game, and it's still early. Don't get crazy because
And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. A great play there. Hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Texans are an extra point away from tying this football game. The extra point up and good. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Did they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really looked clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
And they're able to get this one across the 35.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. From the gun, Jackson. Flushed out right. 1st down and more for Jackson. And he is out of bounds inside the 35.
On that play, as you saw the route start to develop downfield, I got the sense that maybe the run would set up for him. And he took full advantage of it and got a big gain on a busted play.
Play action. It's Jackson. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And it'll be incomplete. Good job staying with him defensively. And it'll bring up 2nd down.
When teams take shots at the end zone, you've got to defend it the same way you would defend the 1st down sticks. You defend the goal line exactly the same way. They can't cross that. You play through the receivers. And on that play, that's exactly what they did and batted it away.
9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Jackson from the shotgun. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the 1st quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. Play action. Now Jackson. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Texans say they have it. They do. And hindsight 2020, I think they probably should have gone for the field goal, right?
The 3 points would look really good right now. But I think what we just saw there, analytics really starting to creep into the game, because more and more teams are saying the more you go for it, the better your odds of getting it, the better your odds of scoring 6 points instead of 3. They took a chance there. It just didn't pay off.
Yeah, right here the anti-analytics guys go thumbs up. Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. From the gun, Baker. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9. Now Baker from the gun on 3rd down. He's got Jordan complete right side. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
And that's how you pick up a first down. Not only does he make the catch, but has enough body control to get his feet down inbounds, toe tapping, and dragging to make sure he gets it done.
Texans football to start quarter 2 as they've got it with a 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And they'll get him down here at about the 42. The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Back to throw. Baker. This will be caught by Brown.
A 5-yard gain on the play. First down, Houston.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Looking to throw. Baker. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Sean Murphy-Bunting. And the Cardinals are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, all right, because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like a matter of time, and you got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape. Good, sure hands there from a guy not accustomed to catching a whole lot of passes. But how about the way he was able to pull that one in and pick up good yardage?
Now a handoff here to his running back. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
And he'll give it here to his running back. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Out to his left. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out.
That is definitely what we call on defense an uh-oh play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson, when you see him out of the pocket, your first thought is, uh-oh, he's going to try and run it. How do I get to him and get him on the ground? And guess what? That didn't happen, and his receivers took advantage.
Now Jackson taps this forward jet sweep. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So some holding over on the left side of that O-line.
And I know for the guys trying to move those big defensive people, they'd love for them to stay in one spot, but they move around so quick and so fast that sometimes you just have to grab them.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line.
And And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Flush to his right. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
9th play coming up here on this drive. This is 3rd and a yard. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. They'll be marked inches short. No gain on the play. And that's going to lead him to 4th down. Jackson. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. Dawson Knox, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Cardinals have taken the lead. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Here's Desmond King on the return. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. In the midst of, well, let's just say a not-so-rosy losing streak. They've got the open week, though, coming up next weekend, so you have to figure this to be a game that they dearly love to have.
Oh, indeed.
Fights through, and now a crease. Touchdown, Houston. Brevin Jordan, 78 yards. And the Texans are an extra point away from tying this football game. Extra point right down the middle. And we are tied here in the second quarter. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Another try after the first down sack. Jackson. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Here's Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down. Jackson now. Pass complete to his receiver, Pettis. Touchdown! A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year. Cardinals have broken the tie.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front. And now, see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this second quarter. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And the lead is now 21-14. Desmond King now to return it. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get in the field goal range. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Baker. Airing one out deep for Holmes here. Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked off at about the 31. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. Well, Charles, they're so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
5 yards remain on 2nd down. Off the play fake, here's Jackson. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. And that's caught inside the 35. A big play that time through the air. 33 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Now it's Jackson. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter. This offense can certainly move quickly when they want to. 3 plays, 3 pass completions. In the blink of an eye, they've got a 1st and goal.
Almost felt like a lightning bolt hit in this game, didn't it? For them to get downfield that quickly. And now 1st and goal, expect them to attack right here on this play.
Final play of the half here. It's Jackson. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
So we reach halftime here in Glendale with the Cardinals on top. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Texans down on the scoreboard, but they do get the first crack here as we are back underway in the second half. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they're on the short end of the scoreboard here. Charles, what adjustments, if any, do you think they need to make for the second half?
Well, paraphrasing the gold medal hockey winning coach Herb Brooks, I just say you continue to play your game. Throw the ball. They had success doing it in the first half, so make sure you keep getting the ball to your playmakers, a little bit more to the perimeter perhaps, but above all.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off at about the 31. And they will score. It's a pick six for the Cardinals touchdown. McLaughlin for the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass, and finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass, and that's what they have.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 35. So an opening drive interception to begin this second half.
And just think about the time you spent in the locker room going over what you expected to do in the second half. Not the way they saw it, not the way they drew it up. You find out this is something that you can't just edit, right? There's no rewrite here. This is live, and now they've got to find a way out of this hole.
And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. To throw is Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. A great play there. Hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Cards use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. And now before we get to the extra point, remember all touchdowns do have to be confirmed by the replay official. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And the lead is now 24. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. And now on the pitch, the ball's loose. And the Cardinals have got it, going the other way. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. Not the trend he wanted to start the season with a fumble lost in both weeks 1 and 2. Now, it's not a disaster, but certainly not what he was looking for.
Got to get that fixed because otherwise he shows up on every scouting report. I remember sitting in defensive rooms and hearing the scouting report from my coaches, and if someone had a particular problem carrying the ball and holding on to it, that was noted. Hey, make sure you get a little extra attention to him. Get after the football. He's dropped it the last couple of games.
Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the 3rd quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
But listen, when you've got the lead, there's absolutely no sense trying to fit a ball in where you shouldn't. You can see the coaching in his head taking place on that play because he saw he had a receiver in the area. They just put it well over his head, out of harm.
Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted, thrown back across his body. Picked off at the 38. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line.
Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the third quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that'll make it second down. Operating from the gun, Baker. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Jordan. And he's brought down after a very nice gain.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. A great effort there. With touchdown number 2 in the game and now 11 on the year. And the Texans turn that interception into a touchdown. They'll try and throw for it. And they're going to get the 2-point conversion, caught in the end zone. And that cuts the lead a bit further. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Booker to return it.
And he returns this to the 22. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10.
And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
And that's caught at the 25. Touchdown, Cardinals.
Well, for all the deserved accolades Lamar Jackson gets for his running prowess, his deep ball, it's really a thing to behold as well.
And I'm telling you, nothing will light up a crowd more than a play like that. Here in the stadium, all eyes were on the receiver streaking downfield, and everyone was thinking, throw it, he's open. What a connection there for the touchdown.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Baker now to throw on 2nd down. That's caught left side by the tight end, Jordan. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll get it across midfield and down into Cardinal territory. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Looking to throw. Baker. Throw left side complete. That's Jordan. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 39. Back to throw. Baker trying to lay one up deep. And now here's another interception. Picked off by Bryce Hall.
And the Cards are going to get the football here at their own 23.
That is now 5 interceptions that he has thrown in this ball game. If I asked you to speculate what's possibly going on in his head, what would you say?
Well, if he's as mentally strong as I believe he is, he understands that not all these picks have been his fault. Some of the throws, yes, but there have been a good number of them where he hasn't been helped by his own receivers, and they've turned into interceptions. So he knows if he keeps firing, perhaps good things can happen, not just in this game, but especially in later ones.
From the 31, Jackson. just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away, and now it's third.
So many times we've seen him try to escape the pocket and do something with his legs, but in this case, the pressure was too intense, and he made the wise choice to just get rid of the football and make sure no one was going to get it.
They go play action with Jackson. And he fends him off, but in the end, the pressure too great, and he goes down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
A CD, a little bit of feast or famine for him. He's had some success throwing the football, but also now he's been sacked 4 times.
Yeah, you just mentioned the 4 sacks, but you're right. He has managed to hang in there and make plays at times. His offensive line, they've got to figure it out and pick things up and give him more opportunities, and he has to help them by getting rid of the ball a little bit quicker as well.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case.
And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A big play there on the catch and run.
At this stage, there's nothing left to do but to keep firing, and if you're a play caller, you may go off your sheet and use some things maybe you hadn't planned to in this game. Maybe that was one of them there that worked.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 13. And this is one heck of an individual performance we're witnessing. That is now his 3rd interception. And keep in mind, folks, this isn't a safety or a cornerback. This is a linebacker.
Does this feel to you like he's having a flashback? Because a lot of these linebackers we see in the NFL, in high school, they were offensive stars. They touched the football all the time. It's like he said to himself, let's go back and put on the letter jacket and go get the football. How about this one? 3 interceptions thus far.
Desmond King making the tackle. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now it's Jackson. He'll buy some time right. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here's Jackson to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. Touchdown, Cardinals. A great play there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far.
And the Cardinals are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that will extend this big lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. On the return, here's King.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
And just looking ahead, it would appear that that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one, though probably not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance from start to finish.
To throw is Baker. Looking to throw on 2nd down. On the run, he'll let it go deep. Right sideline. He's got a man. Complete.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And this is caught. It's Brown. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
First down, Houston. 45. Mike, 45. Watch the slant.
Here's Baker on 1st down. And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 16. And a great return as he's up close to the 40-yard line.
CD, this defense, man, at this rate, they're just having fun out there right now.
And normally with this type of a lead, if you're a starter on defense, you're saying, hey, let the other guys play. But with this going on, no one wants to come out of the game. They all want their shot at picking off a pass.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 55 rushing yards, rushing on 12 carries for him now. Another example of this offense really having their way, Charles, and another big chunk play there on the ground.
And when you look at the defense, they've got to do a much better job of wrapping up when they tackle. A lot of great opportunities continue to slip through their fingers, as do the runners.
And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. They've got a second down now as they look to salt this one away. They'll go option on second down, right side. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. He lost 4 there, and it's third down. From the gun, it's Jackson. And he's going to get this to the 31, but that is still well short of what he needed. The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining. So out comes the field goal team now for the second time here today. He hit his first. Now this one from 48 yards away. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost. And that will just add 3 more to a lead that's already out of hand. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want to execute.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off near the 32. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. From the gun, Baker. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. What we just saw there, that's really been a common theme all afternoon.
A lot of pressure. That forced the errant pass. He's been under duress this entire afternoon. He just had to unload that one. He's fortunate it was just incomplete and not intercepted.
And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them, because just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages. Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They can go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place.
And the pressure will bring him down here. The Cardinals get home for the sack. The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Operating from the gun, Baker. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is caught inside the 5. And finally out of bounds inside the 5 at the 4. A huge play there for Houston.
And that last throw right there putting him already over 3,000 passing yards now for the campaign.
And given where we are in the season, Brandon, you have to think to yourself, if he stays healthy, I think 4,000's a given.
And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run, and he finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
Now the Houston offense is going to stay out there as they'll try for 2. They'll look to throw. Forced out to his left. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst. And if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just one kneel here, and this game should be over.
And it's always the final play of preparation each week.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
Brandon, that's just football 101. If you're out of the pocket, you've got to get rid of the football in this situation. You cannot take